I believe the most intriguing team headed in 2018 season. It's the Cleveland Browns, and we know about the moves that were made. You got Crowell to the Jets. He was the running back. Joe Thomas retires. Shelton moves on. In that Green Bay trade, Kaiser leaves. They get Demarius Randall at the cornerback position. But then you look at the players that they had that are here. It's Tyrod Taylor and Drew Stanton. Carlos Hyde, he comes in along with Duke Johnson, who's already there. And, of course, you got Josh Gordon, Jarvis Landry. That right there is flash in the juice. But I'll get back to that quarterback position because that right there is the most intriguing part of this, right? You got the number 1 pick and the number 4 pick. Now, when I was in Arizona, I was able to see some of my close friends. You see Tyrod Taylor right there. The guy backing up Tyrod Taylor is Drew Stanton. Okay, I played with Drew Stanton in Detroit.
Right.
Drew Stanton moved to Arizona because he played with the Cardinals. So we get to see Drew Stanton and his new family. Of course, Addition, Marigold, their beautiful daughter, they just came. So me and my wife went over to his house, and as we're hanging out, kids with the kids, the wife with the wife, and me and Drew sitting there chilling. As the backup quarterback, you know, I got to be a friend, but also I have to be an employee of the network. And Shrek tells me all the time, what's the point of playing it on, guys, if you don't get any information?
Yes. Right.
So without trying to be obvious, I'm like, so, Drew, that draft, it's going to be crazy, right? And Drew's like, yeah, it should be pretty crazy. It's wild. You know, we have Tyrod, we have myself. And I'm like, well, you know, I say they should go Barkley. And he's like, maybe. He's like, but they like some of these young quarterbacks. And I'm like, okay, so what do you think about these young quarterbacks? He said they're all good. And that's the reason why I'm here, because we have Tyrod. We also have me that have been around. He said 3 number 1 QBs in his career. So he said being a backup quarterback, whoever you draft, if you go quarterback at number 1, I'm going to have that type of history and relationship with him where I can help him develop. And I said, so what do you think they're going to do? And he said, Nate, I have zero idea. It could easily be one of the quarterbacks. It could be Rosen. It could be Darnold. It could be Allen. It also can be Barkley. It could be Chubb at 4. I have no idea. What I do know is that what we're building is something special. I said, well, why did you go there? He said the same reason you did is because I felt like this was a place that is going to be part of a turnaround, and I'm not afraid of it. I was there 0-16. I was there 2-14 in Detroit, and this is going to be that next city that will turn things around. So sitting in the living room of Drew Stanton, the backup quarterback for the Browns, I thought to myself, this is exactly why I'm excited. Not because Nate Burleson wants to be optimistic about the Browns, but because players are choosing this location because they see something special.
I love that
Got me
story
fired up.
and that visual. Of
Shout out to Drew. He wouldn't really tip his hat, but he did say, listen, if they go number 1, I'm one of the few backup quarterbacks that have been around 3 number 1 QBs in my career. And I said, that's something to say.
Nate, get him on the show.
I'm going to get him on the show.
Get him on the show,
Drew will
Nate.
come on the show any second.
All right.
Really?